Well, hello guys. In this video I'm going to explain some things about the pedagogical agreement. First of all, I want to mention, just like I mentioned in the previous video, I guess, that this is a preliminary one, that it may perceive or accept some changes, and that it's possible that we would require to renegotiate that if the circumstances changes throughout the semester. Okay, so this is my initial proposal. It has been thought so we can, um, let's say, adjust it, that it doesn't require a big change in case that the situation prolongs over time. It can just adapt. Okay. So the version that I'm going to explain right now is the one that I propose, and once I have the definitive list, I am going to put a link with let's say the survey, in which we are going to have like different options. So for example, for this one, this is going to be the option number one, and probably let's say that the option 2, 3, 4 are going to have different combinations of percentages, and I am going to have like an additional option for you to propose. Okay, like something different in case like you don't like this, so that you have like a better idea. So take that into account, that this can be like renegotiated in the future. Well, let's say that I think that most of you already know like my methodology. So this is going to be similar to other subjects that you have taken with me. For anyone like being the first time taking a class with me, well, you can just ask your classmates and you can have an idea about it. So first of all, let's talk about the classwork. Classwork is anything and everything we do in class in terms of worksheets, presentations, works that are derivative from whatever that we do in class. Of course, in this moment of the virtual classes, what is going to be composed of is basically the weekly assignments that normally are 2 or 3, and eventually we're going to have like forums that would require participations, maybe some video presentations or audio presentations depending on your resources. We are going to discover that with the survey that I suppose that you have already filled. And well, everything that is done in the class. Some of them can be individual. Let's say right now, I think that is going to be like most of the activities. In the future, after we are in week number 2 or 3, something like that, we are going to decide if we have the resources, enough resources of connectivity in order for you to do group activities. Okay, so basically that is the classwork. Okay, then we have the quiz number 1 and the quiz number 2, both of them. Well, by the way, I don't remember if I mentioned that it was 30% for classwork. That is what I propose. Then we have the quiz number 1 and quiz number 2. Quiz number 1 happening in the middle of the semester, meaning the week number 8 or 9, and the quiz number 2 on the week number 15 or 16. Both of them, I propose that they are they have a percentage of 10%. So this is going to follow the exact same logic of my previous quizzes. Basically, you can use whatever you want, and now that you're at home, it's going to be even more available. I don't see that my evaluations are going to change a lot. Under normal circumstances, you can use whatever you want. You can use your notes, you can use the internet. If you want to use WhatsApp, that's fine. If you want to use the presentation, any books that you have, whatever, right? So you've always been able to do that, and now that you're at home, well, you're going to be able to do it even more, right? So you can just do that. Normally they are not memoristic tests. I give you like a question, and the idea is that you either classify it, that you either provide a solution, that you, well, let's say that we're going to analyze different types of discourses throughout this class. And the idea is that, well, most of the evaluations are going to be about that. Okay, so that will be quiz number 1 and quiz number 2. They are accumulative, meaning that for the final quiz, well, you're supposed to cover all of the topics. Of course, let's say that an average evaluation would take about 2 hours to solve. Some people take less, some people take a little bit more, but that would be like the maximum, 2 hours. Then we're supposed to read 2 books for this semester. We have 8 hours a week, so that's more than enough for it. And basically we're going to have 2 interviews exactly in the same days of the test. Well, the same weeks, let's say, not days necessarily. Interview of the book number 1, it's going to be on the week 8 or 9. Interview of the book number 2, it's going to be week 15 or 16. Well, in these cases, I am going to send you a list that most of you, I guess, that already have from other courses, or otherwise, well, I just I'm going to put it here on the platform. And the idea is that you select 2 books and start reading them like right away. Okay, so as soon as you're registered on the subject, I strongly recommend that you start reading those books. We are going to read regular versions of the books, not summaries, not adaptations, just like the original one, in English, of course. And that will be it. Okay, the interviews are about 5 minutes. Normally, that's what they take. I'm going to ask you some questions about the book itself, themselves, and some other questions that are related to the types of discourses that we're going to see. So, for example, if you're reading Alice in Wonderland, for example, yes, one of the discourses that we are going to cover is the argumentative one, argumentative discourse. So I can tell you something like, Alice was crazy. If you agree, argument that. If you disagree, counter argument that. And of course, you're going to be using like the knowledge or the theoretical approach that we use in the class. So basically, that's it. Interview number 1 and interview number 2. If we require to continue with the virtuality by those weeks, so it's really simple. I just either going to call you to your cell phone or do a video call or something similar, and that will be one by one, and it's really quite easy because it's just 5 minutes. And otherwise, if we are able to come back to the classroom by then, so it's going to be just personal, and I just make a schedule and you come. And then finally, we have something that it's also very traditional for previous subjects with me, and it's the event report. This is an event that is prepared by the students of 10th semester, and they normally present a stand, like they organize a stand, and you go to the place under the library, and you just go around and take notes, and you solve a questionnaire that I previously sent, right? So hopefully, in an ideal scenario, that is what is going to happen. Like by the end of the semester, we will be able to presentially go there. But if that is not the case, do not worry, because I have already talked to those students. They are already taken the subject with me, and we have alternatives. Yes, they will prepare a video. They will do something similar, so you don't have to go anywhere. And you're going to answer the questions based on that material, based on that video, based on whatever, okay? So basically, that's it. I repeat one more time. Classwork 30%, 2 quizzes 10% each, 2 interviews from books 20% each, and 1 final event report 10%. Okay, so that is my proposal. There is a slide that I'm going to upload along this video, so take a look at it if you require to examine that while I'm talking. And well, that's it. So hopefully that is what we can agree on, and this is renegotiable in case that the circumstances changes in the light of of new events. Okay, so thank you very much. See you in the next video.